Hello guys, so today we're gonna make uh, a DVD logo bouncing thing. I don't know if you know that, but it looks something like this. Well, we're gonna make something exactly like this. So let's get started. So what we're gonna need is, I'm gonna list out a few things. Okay, so what we're gonna need is one main HTML page. So this is gonna be HTML, and I'm gonna script it with JavaScript, pure JavaScript, no jQuery. So that needs to be set, and maybe some CSS, but we can't say for sure at the moment, but maybe. So I'm gonna put a maybe. Of course, I'm one of the greatest artists of this generation. This is one of the masterpieces. So yeah, let's get started. So what we're gonna need at first is we're gonna fire up our VS Code. So it's that, but yeah, see, I've already done the thing, so I might. Okay, I'll open a new folder. I'll save it. New DVD. Okay, and we're gonna select the folder, and we're gonna add it to our workspace. So what we did basically till now is we just planned out our schematic, and then we created our workspace. So first and foremost, we're gonna make the first file. So let's call it index.html, and I'm gonna put some things in it. DVD logo bouncy thing. Yeah, very creative name, guys. And let's also link up a JavaScript file right now, because because we got nothing to do here. Script, so I'm gonna just set the script source to my script.js file. Then I'm gonna save here, and then I'm gonna continue over here. So what we will need in this JS file is, change the color. What we need is, okay, wait, let me increase the size as well. Okay, so basically we're gonna make a canvas, so much like the one that I'm drawing on right now. So we're gonna make a canvas like this, and then I'm gonna create an object of certain dimensions that's gonna have some physics when it collides with the edge of the canvas, and it also needs to be lossless transformation, so no energy should be lost while it's bouncing, otherwise it will lose its speed and eventually come to stop. So not like the real world physics, but physics nonetheless. Okay, let's call it D. I can call it C. So what we're gonna do at the very first is we're gonna create a constant. Let's call it canvas, and then we're gonna create an element. So if you didn't know this, we can actually create new elements, new tags for HTML in our JavaScript. So we don't need to actually do anything on the index.html file. So here we're gonna use create element function, and then we're gonna pass out the type of the function, type of the tag. So it's gonna be a canvas, and as you know, there's obviously a canvas element in HTML. So instead of doing this and programming something over here, I'm just gonna create an element by myself. And what next? So let's create a context for the canvas. So if you don't know what a context is, please let me know. I might do some other video explaining everything about this code, but for today we're just gonna code it and then just not too much in depth, but it's just gonna be a minor summary of the things. So okay, so for the context we're gonna take the canvas, not canvas, canvas, and then we're gonna get context. And don't worry if nothing pops up, because it might not. Okay, so what we did up to now is we created one canvas element. Oh guys, yes, I can spell. Canvas, right? Yes, this is good. Okay, and okay, so what we did till now is we just created a canvas element and then we are just taking its context, so nothing has been updated on the page yet. So if you go on the live server, if you don't know how to do this, let me know. So if you go on the live server, you can see here it's nothing. It should eventually look like this, but right now we got nothing. And if I do the inspection, you can see there's nothing loaded on the body, and here also it shows some kind of error. Oh, it says icon not found. Okay, so okay guys, let's put the canvas on our document. So I'm just gonna put like literally document dot body. So I'm gonna take the body node and then I'm gonna append the child. So append child, what append child does is it just puts the object on the passed one as the argument for the function inside the caller. So what this function does is this function just puts this canvas element inside of our body tags. So like basically it's just the thing that we did before. So just canvas, it's just doing this. The JavaScript is basically just doing this at the moment. Okay, so let's see if it worked or not. So we should have one canvas in our body. If I can inspect you, yes, we can see now we got our body, but I cannot yet see the canvas. Oh, here it is, never mind. So okay, so we see our canvas is way too small for us to work anything, so we gotta increase the dimensions. So you can see what the dimension of the current canvas is. It's 300 width by 150, so it's in pixels, so it's 300 px by 150 px. So the ratio is 1:2. Okay, I guess I can work on that ratio. So what we're gonna do, the first thing is we're gonna set the width. Okay, so to set the width, what you can do is you can just have some sort of trial and error and then figure out the best thing. But I know what the dimensions of this canvas are because I just literally coded it up yesterday. So I can put it for right now, but I'll just show you. Never mind. Okay, so let's start with some big number, maybe 2000, and same thing for the height. Okay, but remember that the height was half the size of the width, so we can just put on 1000, so the aspect ratio remains the same. And then once we inspect, yeah, now you can see that the canvas is way bigger, so much so that I need to scroll from all the way over from here and from here to just get to one point. I don't want that in my DVD screen. You see there's no thing to scroll here, so let's restrict it. So we can see that 2000 is too much, but by how much? So if we can take a estimate, it's just better to go to another another number. And guys, what do you see now? I don't have the scroll bar on the bottom. So 1500 was our was my see canvas width. So it's basically 1510 720. It's basically the same thing. See, we got a 1500 by 1000. So for this one also I'm gonna put up, let's put up 700, and we have a working canvas, so without any scroll bars. So yeah, okay, and our next step will be okay, so our next step will be to start the our next step will be to render the objects, render the background and the DVD logo. So I got this logo and background from the site. It will be linked in the description below, and also my whole code will be up in my GitHub repository. So if you want to have a look at it, if you want to take a look at it, then you can go ahead and maybe even follow me on my GitHub. I don't know. Okay, and okay, let's get going. So let's first create our instance. So what we can do is, let's create bg img equals to new image. I'll tell you what's going on in just a moment. So let's call it dvd img equals to new image. Okay, so what this does is, we are creating new image object. This image object is if you want to create an image object on HTML, you do this img, right? Img, then you put its source, you put its class, you put its ID, whatever. In JavaScript you do this. There are other ways, like what you can do is you can do something like var first image equals to documented create element, and then you can put up img inside here. This one works as well, and then you just gotta append the image into some other container. So for our canvas it was body, but image you can put it inside any div or any box or anything you got. So this is another way that you can create image, but we're not going to use this one because this is not suitable for us. We just need one instance of the image, so we don't need the actual image itself. What this one does is it just creates a one image and then it cannot do anything else, but we need to create the image constantly, so this cannot work for us. So okay, and I'm also gonna put up some few you gotta initialize the variables. So what our next step is gonna be is, I'm gonna put some boolean variables, sorry, and this one is, so what is the purpose of this, Akrim, you might ask me, but I'm gonna let you know, but not right now, because first we need to find the DVD logo. I already have the resources in my lab in my computer, so I'm just gonna use it. So I'll create a new folder, I'll name it resources, right? and then inside here I'm gonna create another folder that I will name images. Okay, and I'm just gonna cut up to when I'll paste, when I'm done pasting the images. Okay guys, as you can see, we have our two images. So this one's gonna be the background and this one's the PNG. So we're not using JPG or any other file format because PNG has something called a transparent background. We want that, guys. We want a transparent background so that our DVD can appear as a text above the background. So I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it's now. So you see this checkerboard pattern over here. This is just the computer telling its other software that, hey, don't render this, it's not a background, just use whatever background you have, but this part does not belong to this image. So when you render this image, the part in the checkerboard pattern is not going to be rendered, and this one is just plain black image. Okay, so first gonna rename this. I can't spell for real, guys, and I'm gonna rename this one as well. Let's call it DVD logo. Now it will all start to come together, guys. So what rendering something in JS is quite a lengthy process, let's say. So you need to do many things before you are able to render the object that you want. So first we need to create a function, and what the function will do is it will change the value of these two booleans once the image gets loaded. So once the image is loaded and ready to go, these two turns to true, and then we can continue with our rest of the rendering. So we can say, first let's put up the source. So bgimg.src equals to, now there are a couple of ways that you can do this. I just like to do this, background.jpg. Why, Agrim, why do you type everything? Why? Because I'll tell you. So what some of you might want to do is you are saying, no, Agrim, I don't want to type everything, I just want to copy from here because I know this gives the relative path. Okay, let's say I do this and then I go on and paste here. See over here what it does. It reverses the backslash. I mean, it reverses the forward slash and makes it backslash. What this means is, guys, that we cannot have one backslash inside double quotes in our code, because this one is the escape character for our for double quotes. So what escape character means is it's gonna be used only on special circumstances, so not this one. And also I think it's not inside images. Wait, because I might need to put this, bro. Okay, so as it's inside the images, now I can okay, let me just do this, copy the relative path, and then I'm gonna paste over here. You see we got now two of the escape characters. So it's not good for when you have a lengthy long architectural list. It saves you some time because you just need to do this, but it is quite a hassle, so I just prefer to do this, type it manually, but it's up to you what you want to do. So okay, proceeding. Now we need to put up some functions and that gonna change the value once it's loaded. So we can put on load. So what we're gonna do on while it's loaded is, oh no, we're gonna change the boolean value to true. Okay guys, so we're gonna do the same thing over here. So dvd ready equals to true. Is it ready yet, Agrim? Can we see the things? No, unfortunately it's not ready yet. We can, however, inspect some things from our console, but that's the most that we can do for now. But we're gonna get there, Okay, so once this is done, you need to start to code the physics. So let's declare a function. Let's call it what do you want to call it? Let's call it move. So what is the move gonna do? Move is gonna move our DVD. Okay, first I need to declare another constant, so it's gonna be var, and it's just gonna be DVD for now. And DVD is a list, is a dictionary, sorry, and what it has is, it has a speed that is 10. Come on. So as these are key and value pair, we don't use equals to sign. I should know that, but I don't. We're gonna put up the position, the coordinates. So for starters, let's just put 0 and 0, and we're also gonna have speed. Okay, so this ones need to be, we got to have two speed x and speed y. Why do you ask? So let's assume that, okay, wait, so you can see that this one is going on some direction from over here. As you can see, I'm reloading this and it's moving from over here to over here, like this motion. So it needs to have some momentum or some speed to it, right? And we can also see that even though it's striking up the walls, it's not losing any momentum. So we are also clear that the no momentum is lost, right? So we need to figure out the speed constraints of it, and we need two speeds, guys. We need speed on the x direction and the y direction. So that's why we get to put two speeds, speed x and speed y. Okay guys, so now yeah, okay, now we can start moving our pieces. So let's say our dvd dot x, what we want to do is, when it first renders over here, we need to move it somewhere. Let's try to move it diagonally down, like same way as this dvd. It won't show up right now because we haven't rendered the whole thing, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. So we can do is dvd x plus, what was our, so guys, one important thing that I need to tell you is, oh fuck, how do I there used to be some button for increasing the size of eraser. Can I just not start another one? Oh yeah, nice. So what you need to understand in a canvas is, guys, let's assume this red line is our canvas, and let's okay, let's assume this yellow line is our canvas, and uh, let's have another red box inside. So this one's gonna be our DVD element, right? So what you need to know is the x and the y coordinates in JavaScript or in canvas. It starts at this point. 0,0 means over here, somewhere over here. So we don't want it to start over here, right? We want to start it some place over here in this vicinity. So how do we do that? So we know the length and we know the width. So what we can do is we can just put up this coordinate somewhere in this field. Okay, and I put this here because it shows the it is the x and the y for our DVD. So the one that we put over here, this x and y, we instant it to be 0, right? So it's gonna be 0 0, so it's gonna stay here. Okay, so let's get going. So what we're gonna do is, the first is we're gonna DVD x equals to dvd.x plus, what do we have here, speed x, right? You understand what I'm saying? We're just adding the speed along the x velocity to its coordinates, and we're gonna do the same thing for y. dvd.y equals to dvd.y plus speed y. So this one's gonna move our object because it has some, let's say 10 and 10, right? So that means every time the function is called, every time this move function is called, guys, it's gonna increase the new dvd.x by the old dvd.x plus speed x. So if you wanna alter anything from on our DVD from now on, we just need to alter these two factors, speed x and speed y. That's why these two are important, guys. So okay, that's our moving for now. Okay, so function, we need to, that's my Instagram, guys, please wait. Sorry, guys. Okay, so wow. Okay, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna render our objects. So what does rendering mean? So so in our render function we're gonna render the images, right? So we can put if BG is ready, please draw. Okay, so we need to do context dot draw image. So we're telling the context, please draw the image if BG ready is true. Please. Okay, I'm gonna put my phone on silent, guys. This is too much. This is completely unacceptable from my part. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, so you can see here, we can see the arguments. So first we need to put the image source, and then we need to put the x coordinate and then y coordinate over, right? So what we can do is our image source is gonna be busy image, right? And for this I'm just gonna put 0 by 0 because this is just the background, right? We want it to appear on the top. Also I'm gonna do if DVD is ready, context, will you please draw the image for me? So you're telling it to draw dvd.img once it gets, if it's ready, if the loading process is complete. So what about x and the y, guys? Because as I said before, we need to put it over some place over here, right? So for that I'm just gonna do, for this one's for the x, right? So I'm just gonna work with the width. So canvas dot width divided by 2, comma, canvas dot height divided by 2. So what we're doing essentially is we are just putting this crosshair, this x and y crosshair on the middle part, on the 0,0 for the whole canvas, not the 0,0 but the midpoint for the whole canvas. So we're just gonna put our crosshair into here, but our crosshair is not the center of our object, right? We also want our center of object on the over here. So we need to perform some mathematics, guys. Let's perform some mathematics. Okay, so wait, so this one is 1500, right? And this one is 700. We need we're putting this one over here, and this is 1500 divided by 2, so it's 750 times 700 divided by 2, so it's 350. Okay, nice figures. So this point is 750 by 350. How much should we, okay, we also need to know the dimensions of our object, right? Do we know it? Okay, we don't, but we have this, right? So we can put 340. You can see over here on the downside, guys, you can see the dimensions. It says 340 pixels by 150 pixels. So this one is 340, this one is 150. Okay, so we need to align these 2 points, the center of 340 and 150. So the center of 340 is gonna be something maybe 170. Yeah, 170, and 150 it's gonna be 75. So we need 170,75 from our box, so from where our point starts. So we just gotta add to the starting point this figure. So considering our starting point is 750 and 350, we need to add 750. Oh no, my bad, we need to subtract. Why? Because the coordinates start here, guys, so anything in this direction is just plus. If you want minus, you need to go outside the canvas. That's not possible for us, so we just gotta work with the positives, and to move on the other direction you just gotta minus, you just gotta subtract, right? And this one also I need to tell you, this sorry, my bad, I should not use bad language, guys. So this one is positive x, let's call it pos x, and this one is negative x. We know that, right, guys? We know that from our maths class, from general sense. But what we also learned is that this one is the positive y and this one is the negative y. But here in our canvas, this one is the down one is the positive y. So what you can do to imagine the thing is, just consider a graph and consider that we're working on the first quadrant. We are just working on over here, so the rest of it is blocked out, right? And this thing, the first quadrant, it's just rotated 90 degree, guys. Do you see it? If you rotate this 90 degrees to the left, you get this, basically, right? You get this. You go down, your y increases, you go this side, your x increases, right, guys? So we need to subtract 170 and 75 from our 750 and 350. I'm just going to use a calculator. So it's 750 minus 170, right? 580. So our x is gonna be 580. So instead of writing this, I can put 580 because I did the math, right? And also 350 minus 75. So it's 275 maybe. 350 minus 75. Yeah, 275. Okay. We don't need the calculator, so let's just put here 275. Alright, guys, so we have the positions, we have the renderer, we have the function to move, but we also need something to bounce, right, guys? We also need to put some physics. So for now, in render, I'm just gonna start the CTX, the context filling process. So it's gonna be context. Wait, I forgot. For now, we're gonna put CTX.begin path, right? And then we're gonna put CTX.stroke. So what this does, well, if I put my mouse over here, it doesn't show. Okay. So what CTX does is it will start simulating the, because we put it on render function, right, guys? So we're gonna run the render function from our main function. So once it runs, it's gonna begin the path, so it's gonna start to simulate the physics. And CTX stroke, it just means to fill up any shapes or any object that we create. So for example, I could have created here a rectangle, let's say, right? So you see that we gotta put the x, y, w, and s. So it's just the starting position and width and height. So I can create a rectangle by just this one simple command. I can create a rectangle inside my canvas, and this stroke will actually draw the rectangle. but we are not drawing any rectangles right now. But still we're gonna use the stroke because we have our dvd img and bjimg to render. Okay, so let's create another function. Let's call it collide. Okay, function, let's call it collide. I'm gonna call it collide with the x-axis, as in the down or the upper part. So as you can see here, okay, I'm recording. Okay, as you can see here, so I'm gonna render something for this part and this part. So 2 x bars that we have. Sorry if this is getting a little too clustered, but so I'm gonna first render the collision on these two sides, and then I'm gonna render a collision on these two sides. I'm gonna do 2 at once. Okay, so on collide x, let's say our dvd.x, right guys, plus, oh okay, let's say dvd.x is what if our x coordinate is 0, is near to 0. So that means what if this point is nearing this point, guys, not 0 by 0, but nearing the wall, the y wall. We gotta collide and then we gotta return, right? So to collide, I need to measure the distance between these 2 points, and once it gets low enough, or once it gets to 0, I need to do something to the speed of this object, of our DVD logo, to make it bounce away, to make it look like it bounces away. So let's put if here, and let's put dvd.x. so we're just gonna take our x coordinate, and if it's smaller than or equals to 0, right guys, if it's smaller than or equals to 0, oh, I messed up the name, let's call it collide y. If it's less than 0, what I need to do is I need to change the speed. So okay, let's say it's coming this way, this object is here and it's going this way. How many speed does it have? It has speed x and speed y, right? So if it bounces, which one is going to take the effect? Let's say it's not going straight, but it's coming at an angle. Let's say it's coming like this, so it needs to do a little bit of bouncing thing and then need to cross over, right? So how does it, because it's coming in, it's moving in this direction with its x speed, right? Speed x. So if it gets near here, I need to change the direction of my x speed, right guys? So we're gonna do is dvd.speedx equals to minus dvd.speedx. Do you understand what I'm doing? I'm changing the speed from +1 to a -1. So instead of adding over here, it becomes dvd.x plus minus speed x, I need to put DVD here as well. Okay, DVD. Okay, so yeah, so it's gonna be dvd.x plus minus dvd.speedx. So it's gonna change the direction, right? And I also want the same thing when it strikes the other edge, so not just this edge but the other edge as well. So how do I do that? I just increase this if function by using a or. This is or operator, so it just says run this if command if either of them is true. So it's either this true or if this is true. If both are true, it's gonna work. If both are false, it's not gonna work, but it needs at least one true. So dvd.x. So how do we get the end? How do we get this part of our dvd screen? Because we know this part is just dvd.x and dvd.y, but we need to know this, and we need to know this, and we need to know this also. So for that we can just add dvd.x plus its width, so it's 340. So I'm gonna put dvd.x plus 340, and if it is greater than or equals to, what was our width, guys? Let's put canvas dot width. Okay, so if we do this, what's gonna happen is once the coordinate of this gets sufficiently close enough to this, it's gonna hit and then it's gonna change the direction. And I'm gonna do the same thing for y also. Oh, not in this one. Function collide x. Okay, so let's just copy this, and we can put y here. It should be camera canvas dot height, and here it should be y. So what do you think is the dimensions for this one? It's 0 by 0 on this, so it's 0 plus y height, I'm sorry, width, right? So it's dvd.y plus what, guys? Plus, okay, I need to know, it's 150. Okay, 150, right? And this one, it should be y. This one, it should be y. So we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. What we did till now is, so you can see, we created canvas, we created context, we drew on the body, we imported the images, and then we loaded it. We coded a function to move, we coded a function to render, we coded a function to collide, right? So now I need to do something over here, because I need to put the collide function, this function, on my move function, right? So what I can do now is, guys, I can copy this, right? And I can paste it here. I don't need to do all this. And then I just put collide y here, and then I close the if. Also over here I put this, and instead of this I'm gonna put collide x. Right. Okay, so oh shit, bruh. Okay, so let's get rid of this and then this. Let's save it. Okay, so what our move command is gonna do is it's gonna simulate the collision, right? Okay, so we're almost ready. So what you need to do now is we need to code up a main function, so it should have all this, right? So our code, there is a process, there is a command that calls this main function as many times as possible. So that's what we're going to use to simulate the real the smooth 60 fps experience. Okay, so but for now we need to call every function over here. So first we need to render, right? Then we need to move, right? And then I'm gonna put this request animation frame, guys, and then I'm gonna put main in inside. So it's, I think it's called some some overload or something, but basically I'm putting the main, I'm using main function while inside the main function, so it's gonna go on a loop, right? So let's see. You can see in our this is the canvas. Let's see all this, and then you can see the sources, right? I'm missing something. Okay, we need to call the main function as well. How could I forget that? So see here, we have the logo, we have the background, it's same as this one, but it's not moving. Why is it not moving? I need it to move, guys. So this is what being a programmer is all about, right? You get many problems, but you need to face them and you need to conquer them, right? So let's see what might have gone wrong over here. Maybe something with our move function. Oh, so this too. Okay, so you can see here we are drawing our DVD image on the middle, on the center, right? And this X, it's 0 by 0, so I need to put it 550 and 275, right, guys? Something changed here, but still not moving. Why is it not moving? I need it to move. I need to put this over here. doing something wrong again. Just bear with me, guys. So what we can do now is, guys, we can separate this into a separate function. Let's call it function collide, right? Put it here, then we can put it here, right? Okay, so I need to collide now. Maybe no, it's not moving. Instead of 580, I can just put a dvd.x and dvd.y, right? Yeah, you can see now. It's moving, guys, it's moving, but its speed is too much, right? So let's try to select speed. It's actually at 10, so let's make it 5. Yeah, I think they both got the same speed now. If it's still too fast, you can change to 4. Yeah, I think 4 is better. So now that we got this working, I want to put up something on the screen once it hits a corner. So how do I do that? Let's see if it hits any corner. Should hit one. Ooh, almost. Oof. Nope, it didn't hit that one. Maybe if we reload it. Okay, I'll just change the speed to 7 and then we can get it faster. So let's see. Almost. Ooh, was it a hit? Let's try to slow its speed. 4. I want it to hit. It was in the beginning, right? Almost. Maybe right about now? No, it didn't hit. How about now? No. Oh, damn. Will this ever hit or not? I need someone to do the math because I'm not gonna do it myself. I need to know something with this dimensions can ever strike exactly on the very start or either of the corner ever. How do I get on doing that? Okay, let's code up a thing anyway. So for that one, what you can do is let's call it corner, right? So now we need 2 functions. We need 1 function to monitor the position, right? So can say if dvd dot x and dvd dot x equals to 0 and dvd dot y equals to 0. Bro, what? Oh, I should use 1 and or what? Oh, I should do this and then this, and then this. Okay, good to go. So this is on the first, this is for the first corner, right? So if it ever reaches 0 0, I need the window to say this window dot alert, it's a strike on the first, on the, let's say, top left corner, right guys? Oh, we're just monitoring the thing, right? I think we can do it on the one function, right guys? What you say? No, it's better to put it on 2 functions. I'm gonna cut it and then I'm gonna paste it over here. Let's not set top left corner, let's just say it's a strike, right? So I'm just gonna call this function every time this happens. Else if dvd dot x plus 340 equals to 1500, right guys? And what? And dvd dot y plus 140 equals to, was the 700. What? Is it not else if? Is it elif? Should not be elif, yeah. It's else if. Bro, what? Else if dvd dot x. Why is it giving me an error over here? I cannot put a bracket on here. What? Okay. Let's see. So it wants to close over there, but I'm not letting it close over there. Oh, my bad. I needed to put 2. It's already, yeah. Okay. Okay, so yeah, corner again. Else if dvd.x. Okay, so right now we have the top corner and I made an oopsie. Guys, what do you think the coordinates of this corner is? We know the x coordinate, but what do you think the y coordinate is? How do I I'm too confused at this point now. So we know the position. Oh, we don't need to change the y, we can just put dvd.y, right? Okay, so as if so this one is for the one 1500 and 700. Oh no, it's alright here. So this is for this corner, not this corner. This is for the bottom corner, bottom right. Okay, so we did this. What about this two? This is dvd.x plus the width, and the y is the same, so it's y is dvd.y, and for this is the opposite, so dvd.x is same and dvd.y is plus height, right guys? So we're gonna do that. So else if dvd.x, so let's do for this one, so it's just dvd.x. So what should it be equal to get at this point, because this corner is only gonna hit this point, right? So I want to know if this point ever hits over there, right? So I just put dvd.x equals to 0 and dvd.y plus 140. You see, because of the height, the 140 is also the height of the canvas, right? 140 equals to canvas dot height, right guys? Else if, so what we're gonna do over here, we just call the corner function again, right? And for our last corner, we just put dvd.y equals 0 and dvd.x plus 350 equals to canvas.width. I hope you understand till now, guys, because we're not doing anything extra. We already did the rendering. Oh, maybe we didn't. Oh, never mind. Yeah, of course we did. So let's see if anything pops up. I really wanted to hit a corner though. Okay, I'm just gonna increase the speed to like 20. I just wanted to hit once. I want the Windows alert to just come up like once. Is it ever gonna hit or not? Bro. Come on. How long has it been? It's been already 1 hour. Bro, just hit the damn corner. Is it repeating the pattern? I need to know if it's gonna repeat the pattern. fuck? How do I do that? So this is the question for you guys. Please find out. And I'm gonna use the what the fuck. Okay, notepad. Okay, this is the assignment for you guys. Assignment, right? Find out if I can find out if I can do the not if the DVD object with its dimensions, starting position, and the velocity can hit a corner of the canvas or not, right? And the other part is what was the other part? What was it? Oh yeah, find out if there is a way for me to know if I am putting my logo in a closed loop, right guys? Because we don't want it to be going around in a loop, not ever hitting a corner, right? Because it hasn't till now. So I think it's just doing that. I might increase its speed to 200 maybe. Guys, the speed is officially 200 and still nothing. So I think we might be in one of the closed loops. So I need someone to find out on closed loop, so we can get to see the DVD corner hit DVD logo hit the corner. So someone do this, please. Thank you. And that's it for today. I hope this has been a good watching experience. If you have epilepsy, I'm really sorry. If you're having seizures right now, I'm gonna put up a warning before this. So yeah, that's it. Bye. See ya.